So realistically, this is probably just the end of chemo for now, but I'm going to be optimistic and say that this is the last of the chemo workout series as it's existed in the past. So I thought for the last story, I would tell a crowd favorite, as it were, about the time I made the most ever friends in one day by punching another guy in the face. Also subtitled, My Most Unreasonable Moment. So, as I've mentioned before, I used to work out in this kind of powerlifting gym in North Carolina, like powerlifting and bodybuilding gym. There's a guy there who was, kind of roided to the gills and was just, a real bad attitude kind of guy. And maybe he had some friends. I never really saw him talking to much of anybody, but he was one of those guys who would just give everyone in the gym kind of the stink eye. And he's a big dude, bigger than me, strong, but he had this habit of like trying to bench press 405. And that's impressive and all, but he wouldn't use a spotter and he wouldn't always get it. And when he didn't get it, if somebody came over to like rescue him from this weight, he would get real ill. And it was just kind of a bad vibe to be around. Now, I had a training partner at the time that I, really enjoyed working out with. We'd been buddies in the gym for, 5 or more years at that point. And we were training, and I was in a good mood. I was having a good session, and I was getting ready to move some dumbbells around. And I look up, and I see this guy with the bad attitude at one side of the gym, and he's giving me the stink eye. And I'm like, whatever, man. I'm in a good mood. I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm going to get into my set. But I am not exaggerating. This guy gave me the evil eye from literally one end of the gym to the other. And I don't know what it was about that, but I lost it. I went over to this dude and I'm like, yo, man, you are not going to be mad dogging me from one end of this gym to the other. It's like 100-foot walk, man. Like, how do you not run into something at this point? So I'm like, dude, you are not going to be doing this to me. Like, you got something to say, you can say it and we can deal with it right now. But otherwise, keep your damn eyes off me. And so he basically said, screw you, and threw an elbow in my chest. And, that was fine for me. That just meant we were fighting now. So I, threw a bunch of punches, put him on the ground. Somebody eventually grabs me from behind. And that was kind of the end of it, right? They peeled me off of this guy. And I'm like, well, point made. I'm going to go back to finishing my workout. And so I go back and my workout partner is like, what the hell, man? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I just couldn't take it anymore. And so I get back to lifting, and then, the owner calls me and this other guy into the office. And he's like, okay, who started this? I was like, you know what? That was probably me. I didn't need to go over there and say anything. That's my bad. And he's like, yeah, okay, you're banned from the gym for like a week. I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. Can I finish my set? And he kind of laughs about it, and he's like, yeah, okay, fine. So, I finish my workout, I take my ban from the gym for a week, and, I come back the next week, and everybody in the gym wants to be my friend because so many people just really disliked this guy for his, crappy attitude and just, mean mugging everybody. So I made the most friends that you could possibly make in one day by getting into a fist fight with a person with a bad attitude. And also I consider this to be like me at my most unreasonable, because like, who gets into a fist fight because of the way somebody's looking at them? It's just the most absolutely unreasonable thing to do. So yeah, that's the story of the most friends I ever made in one day, and also the story of me at my most absolutely unreasonable in public. Hopefully that's a good send-off for the chemo workout series. Next videos will be different format, different series, no mask, no gloves. It's going to be a good time. Hope everybody is looking forward to it. But until then, That's about it. Have a good one.